I'm John Decker with GolfSwing.com, and we're talking about the Pitch Perfect scoring system. We're focusing on-course strategy. We're going to cover the bump and run shot. We haven't talked about this shot yet, but this is a shot that's very common on the golf course. Ideally, I would like to land the ball on the green, but in some situations, it just doesn't make a lot of sense for me to carry the ball all the way to the green because there's so many things that can go wrong, especially in severe downhill situations or severe uphill situations. A lot of times, running the ball is a great way to do it. So the bump and run is an option. Now, I was always taught by my mentor, Phil Rogers, that there's three ways to stop the ball. One is with height. So I could try to hit a really high shot here. This shot, I've got about 15 feet of green to work with. I've got to carry the ball, so I could try to hit a high shot here. That's a very risky shot. And if I mishit it, there's a lot of bad things that can happen. The other is with spin. Spin is when I back the ball up. I cannot back it up from right here. So I'm going to forget about spin. I can only back it up when I'm out in the fairway, maybe 100 yards or so. And then the third way is with friction. And friction is allowing the fringe or the grass in front of the green to slow it down. So one of the things that I would be looking for is my spot to land this ball. Ideally, I would love to land the ball on the green, but I feel like there's a lot of risk in doing that. Why not land the ball here short of the green and let it roll up there to the green? Now the green is also sloped from left to right, and I put a towel down there because this is where I'm kind of visualizing the ball ending up. If I can have my ball end up right there, then I'd have a straight uphill putt. So I look at this, ideally, I see it going left to right. I'm going to do everything I can to get it close. This is a scoring situation. This is not a save your score situation. This is a situation because it's a safe shot, and I'm not trying to hit the ball very far. I don't have anything in front of me like a hazard or a bunker or anything like that. If I can carry the ball right where I want to, it should run down there, and I'll give myself anywhere from a 3 to 5 foot putt. I have an opportunity to get this up and down. Now, as far as the technique of this shot goes, my feet are very close together. I'm playing the ball right in the middle of my stance. I'm going to open up my left foot, and I'm going to set all my weight into my left side. And I've chosen a pitching wedge here, and I'm going to hit the shot, and I'll talk a little bit about your club selection next. So I'm going to go ahead and notice not a lot of follow through. I'm visualizing the ball landing in a spot right out here to the left, and I'm just going to let gravity take over from there. Ball went by the hole a little bit, but overall I'd be pretty happy with that. That ball actually had a chance to go in. I hit it a little too far. I carried it a little far, but the great news is I've gotten the ball by the hole. I've met my objective of number one, I've got the ball on the green. Number two is I got the ball by the hole because that's why I put the flag down there or the towel down there to make sure I got by the flag. And I've given myself an uphill putt. The bump and run shot is a very safe shot. You do rely a little bit on some luck. I mean, sometimes you can get some funny bounces. It's a great shot to use under hard, firm conditions. I would not do it in the morning when it's wet, or if you're playing under wet conditions, the bump and run is not the way to go. But it's an option. A lot of players like it. When you watch the British Open, you'll see it a lot, and you'll see it also a lot at the Masters. Practice it. It does take some practice. Remember, everything that you're doing with the bump and run is low. You don't want to do a bump and run with a high lofted club. You're typically going to use 8 irons, 9 irons, pitching wedges, maybe gap wedges when you play the bump and run shot. Put a little practice in, and it'll definitely improve your game.